today I wanted to do a super quick video on something I've been using that I think you'll like. So when I had my hair in the bun, I got a lot of comments that I had cheekbones, or it looked like I had cheekbones. And I wanted to show you how I get those because it's kind of something new I've been doing and I really like it, and it's really, really inexpensive. Now, my makeup is all on my face today except my blush and bronzer. Now, I had totally quit using bronzer because I just felt like I had been watching too many YouTube videos, to be honest with you, and I was putting more and more layers and layers and layers. I mean, I watched someone do video. I promise you, she had 25 products on her face, and she's pretty by itself without all that stuff, and I'm like, this is out of control. And I was kind of starting to go down that path. And as you get older, I think less is more. So my foundation is the Instant Age Rewind. I've showed you that before. I love, love, love this foundation. And for my blush and, I was telling you, I had quit using a bronzer until I saw Dulce Candy, who I've mentioned before, but she did a bronzing video not long ago. Go find it. It's awesome. It's probably been the last month. I'll try to link it below if I can remember. I'm going to write myself a note. Link Dulce Candy. Okay? I'll try to remember to do that. Anyway, okay. She did a cheekbone video or bronzing or contour video, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that made such a difference. So I decided to try it myself. Okay. I used to use, for a long time, I used this e.l.f. Contour blush and bronzing powder. Loved it so much. You can see I've used all the blush and the bronzing powder. I'm running out. Well, when I ran out of the blush, I kind of put this aside. And that was probably a year ago. And then I didn't really contour or use bronzer anymore. Well, I found, again, did I even say, because I feel like the more product on my face, the more the wrinkles show. If I try to highlight my face, it just highlights my wrinkles. So less is more when you get a little bit older. Well, this came out, it's almost the exact same product, but it's a cream. It's not a powder. Still by e.l.f., but it's called Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream. So it's a little bit different. This was Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. Okay. So I bought this because it was a cream. Now, I had not been using cream blush very often at all. So I was kind of like, I don't know. And I had not been bronzing, so I was like, I don't know. But I thought I would try it. So I found this paintbrush. I don't know where I got it. I don't know why it ended up in my makeup collection, my makeup kit, but I found it. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll use that. And I've pulled my hair back in this clip so that I can demonstrate it. Now, all I've got on is my foundation. Nothing else, bronzing or whatever. So I take this paintbrush and I dab it in the brown stuff. And then very lightly, gently, but it's going to look ridiculous, I start back here. I'm looking in this mirror too. I start back here and I just go forward with it. Okay? Now, it's a big brown stripe. Okay? It's okay, don't worry. But let me just say, when you're making this, start at the back and go forward, because if you start at the front and you have too much, you'll have this big brown blob right there. Okay? So now I'm going to do it on the other side. Start at the back and move forward, and I just kind of sweep it back and forth. Okay? Big brown stripes on my face. Okay? Now, in person, when I look in this mirror in the natural light, without that light so strong, it looks better. It's not quite as dramatic. Then I have this, the other side, the peachy stuff. And I take this e.l.f. stipple brush, which has peach on it from yesterday, and I just pounce it into the peach color. This is probably, I don't know which is the bronzing. This is probably the bronzing cream, but I call it blush. And then I just pounce it right above that line, like that. Okay? I just pounce it above that line. And this is pretty much my blush now. Okay? Now, once I've done that, and you've still got that dark stripe, I just kind of sweep the stripe up and blend like this. Now, this is not professional. This is probably not the way to do it, but it works for me. And then pretty soon, the whole thing blends together, but you look like you have a cheekbone. So, again, I'm just going to kind of blend the two together. And sweep up as much as possible and just blend them together. And pretty soon, you sort of have cheekbones. Okay, then whatever's left, I do up here just a little bit. And remember, this is all cream, so it's not going to settle in lines and wrinkles. And then you do it along your chin line. And that time I just pounced in both of them, just both of them. And do that, and do that, and then that, okay? So that's it for the bronzing cream. And that's why I look like, when I pull my hair back like that, I kind of look like I have cheekbones, okay? Now, it's not near as drastic in that mirror, so don't worry. I don't know what it's going to come out like on camera. But that's it. I just thought I'd share, and I know I haven't been looking at the camera, but that's okay. So that's the end of that. Talk to you. Oh, wait. Last step that I'll just share with you because it's my last step. Here is the only powder that goes on my face. Now, I've shared with you before. In the little Ziploc bag, in my travel makeup bag, I have a mixture of Laura Mercier Candlelight and Coty Airspun powder. Well, for my house, I have this plastic jar, and it's got the powder in it. See, in the bottom? Okay? And I just shake it up and get some in the lid. Oh, I didn't do it right. Okay, there we go. Got some in the lid, just a little bit. I take this brush, which is the e.l.f. Complexion Brush, swirl it in this, tap it where it kind of falls down into the brush. And then this is the last thing I put on my face in the day. This is the only powder product on my entire face. But over a few minutes time, it just kind of melds into your face, and it softens everything. Like if I've got too much blush or anything. Now, some days I'll put a little bit more blush. Like I'll put a pinky blush right on the top if I want another blush. Otherwise, this is it. I don't do a lot of blush, but I'll still use, if I want more, I will still use that one I told you about, my favorite blush by NYX, Pinched. I will still use that a couple days a week. I'll put that last little touch on if I feel like I need more color. So that's my ridiculous tutorial, and this is why I don't do tutorials. So there you have it. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. And oh, and these products, $3, and I think the brush was $3 too. So you can't miss it. I mean, you can't beat it. Okay.